Okay, so get this.
Okay.
Today's deep dive is a birthday celebration.
Nice.
We're diving into a collection of podcasts.
Okay.
18 in total.
Wow.
Curated by a father for his daughter, Ambar, as a truly unique 17th birthday gift.
It's one thing to say, happy birthday, here's hoping you become a global citizen.
Right.
But this dad is giving Ambar the world, literally, through podcasts about AI, stoicism, and even an Elon Musk interview.
I am here for it.
Right.
Right. And you can tell
Yeah.
how much thought he put into each selection.
Absolutely.
Like connecting them back to their family trips and
Yeah.
Ambar's own interests. Plus the way he talks about her.
Yeah.
Ambar, the Picturita,
Yeah.
Hiabella,
Oh,
just radiates warmth.
it's so sweet.
You could tell she's his world.
Absolutely. It's heartwarming.
Yeah.
And he doesn't shy away from the deeper stuff either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in this section, he dives right into Ambar's incredible resilience, drawing a line straight back to her birth.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So he starts by recounting her fight as a preemie,
Right.
spending over 90 days in the hospital.
Oh, wow.
Talk about a rough start.
Yeah.
He even talks about her early struggles, like
Yeah.
learning to tie her shoes
Oh, wow.
and ride a bike,
Yeah.
even having to repeat the first grade.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
And this is where it gets interesting.
Okay.
He doesn't frame these as setbacks,
Okay.
but as foundational experiences that honed her grit.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He even ties it back to this idea of understanding the reality of life, its ups and downs.
Right.
It's a really powerful way of reframing challenges.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he introduces this concept of the monkey mind,
Right.
which really resonated with me.
Oh, yeah.
Because who hasn't felt that constant chatter in their head?
All the time.
Yeah.
Constantly.
It's like our brain is on overdrive, jumping between thoughts a mile a minute.
Exactly. And he's not saying it's a bad thing.
Right.
He actually calls it inseparable and indispensable,
Okay.
even connecting it to our ancestors surviving on the African savanna
Wow.
because they were hyper aware of their surroundings.
Yeah.
But he also emphasizes the importance of learning to manage that monkey mind
Right.
so it doesn't run the show.
Right. So you're not like
Right.
a slave to it.
Exactly.
Right.
You're not
Yeah.
controlled by it.
And that's where the thinking pumps come in.
Yes.
It's like he wants to give Ambar a mental toolkit.
Right. And this is key for our listeners to understand.
Okay.
These thinking pumps aren't physical tools,
Okay.
but mental exercises he's suggesting to strengthen her mind.
I see.
He talks about exploring things like Stoic philosophy, mindfulness practices like Vipassana and Anapanasati,
Wow.
and even delving into Daniel Kahneman's research on System 1 and System 2 thinking.
Oh, interesting.
It's a pretty fascinating mix.
It's like he's giving her the cheat codes to navigate the complexities of life.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
And, we've talked about System 1 and System 2 thinking in past deep dives.
Yes.
It's basically the difference between our fast, intuitive thinking
Right.
and our slower, more deliberate thinking.
Exactly.
And knowing the difference is huge.
Absolutely.
Imagine being able to hit pause on that monkey mind, even for a second, and tap into that calmer, more rational System 2.
Yes.
That's what these thinking pumps are all about.
That's what it's all about.
And it sounds like Ambar's already putting in the work.
That's amazing.
He mentions her grappling with these big picture ideas about the nature of reality
Right.
and embracing the role of uncertainty.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Something we can all relate to.
Absolutely.
Right.
And, this theme of embracing uncertainty ties back into the next section beautifully,
Oh, does it?
where he talks about their travels and the importance of a global perspective.
Okay, you're killing me with the cliffhanger.
We'll get there, don't worry.
Let's pause here.
And pick up with their travel adventures in part 2. Okay, so last time we left off with Ambar's dad about to drop some serious wisdom about their family travels to China and Dubai.
Yeah.
I'm ready for some wanderlust. How about you?
Oh, absolutely. Let's just say this isn't your typical we went to Disney World kind of travelogue.
Right.
This dad is connecting the dots between seeing the Great Wall of China with your own two eyes
Yeah.
and understanding global economics on a whole new level.
Right. He talks about how Ambar was blown away by the Great Wall.
Of course.
I mean, who wouldn't be?
Right.
But he uses that as a jumping off point.
Exactly. He even throws in this funny bit about playfully teasing Ambar for losing a race up the wall.
Oh, really?
Which I love.
Yeah.
It reminds us that this is still a father talking about his daughter,
Yeah.
even amidst all these big ideas.
Right.
But then he takes it a step further,
Okay.
connecting their experience back to this idea of China's incredible growth.
So, like, he wants her to grasp the magnitude of a country going from widespread famine to a global superpower.
Yes.
Within a generation.
He wants her to understand the why behind the what.
I see.
And then he contrasts that with their experience in Dubai.
Oh, interesting.
Talk about a place that embodies rapid transformation.
Right, from a fishing village to a glittering metropolis.
Yeah.
Almost overnight. It's mind-boggling.
And that's his point, right?
Yeah.
He's exposing Ambar to these different models of development, the challenges, the opportunities.
Right.
And he's encouraging her to think critically about it all.
It's like he's saying, here's a front row seat to how the world works. Now go out there and ask the tough questions.
Yes. Love it.
Love it.
And the best part.
What's that?
He's not just giving her the questions. He's giving her the tools to find her own answers.
Okay.
Through these podcasts.
Oh, I see.
He's gifting her podcasts on global economics, generational differences.
Wow.
Even one about supporting students who study abroad.
That's cool.
It's like a masterclass in becoming a global citizen.
Which brings us to section 4, knowledge as a force for good. This is where things get really inspiring because we see how Ambar is already putting her knowledge into action.
Yes.
Specifically with the 5 pillars of health.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I was really curious about this section because he doesn't just mention the 5 pillars.
Right.
He shares specific examples of how Ambar has used this knowledge to help people in her life.
Which is amazing.
Starting with Dr. Gisa, who was struggling with Hashimoto's disease.
Right. Yeah.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
He talks about how Dr. Gisa lost 18 kilos,
Wow.
regained muscle and mobility, and just feels so much better overall.
That's incredible.
It's a real testament to the power of those 5 pillars.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just the physical aspects.
Okay.
He also talks about Diana, who was battling lupus and depression.
Oh, wow.
And how Ambar's guidance helped her go back to school, rebuild relationships, and find a renewed sense of hope.
It's incredible to see how, even at 17, Ambar is already making a tangible difference in people's lives.
It's really special.
It really highlights the ripple effect of knowledge, right?
It really does.
And her dad picks up on that.
Yeah.
He talks about how proud he is of her involvement with the Home Sweet Home Foundation and her plans to tutor others in math, German, English,
Wow.
and even well-being practices.
She's got it going on.
Talk about a well-rounded individual. She's clearly got a bright future ahead of her.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've talked about her resilience, her growing global awareness,
Right.
and now her desire to make a difference.
Yeah.
But what about these podcasts themselves?
Well, buckle up because we are about to open that treasure chest wide open.
Let's dive into section 5, a sneak peek into the podcast treasure chest in part 3. Okay, we are back.
We're back.
And ready to unlock this podcast treasure chest.
I'm ready.
Where do we even begin?
Right.
There's so much.
There's so much to unpack here.
I know.
I think what stands out to me is the sheer variety and depth of the topics covered. You've got everything from artificial intelligence to the meaning of life,
Wow.
with stoicism and time travel thrown in for good measure.
So like he curated a whole curriculum for her.
Right.
But instead of dry textbooks, it's engaging podcasts.
I love it.
By leading thinkers and innovators.
It's so cool.
And he's chosen them so strategically.
Yes.
For example, the AI course isn't just a theoretical overview.
No.
He wants Ambar to understand the practical applications.
Right.
The investment potential.
Absolutely.
He even compares it to the early days of Apple, Amazon, Facebook. It's like he's saying, here's your chance to get in on the ground floor of the next big thing.
Yes, exactly.
I love that.
It's exciting.
It's like he's preparing her not just for a career, but for a future shaped by these powerful technologies.
Yep.
And speaking of shaping the future,
Okay.
what about this Andy Martin course on embracing uncertainty?
Oh, that one really intrigued me. It's like he's connecting the dots between stoicism, the nature of reality itself, and even this practical course on navigating uncertainty.
Wow.
It's about equipping Ambar with the mental resilience to thrive in a world that's constantly changing.
It's such a valuable skill.
Isn't it?
Right. Being able to adapt and even embrace the unknown.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we can't forget about the podcast that apparently blew my mind.
Oh, right.
You know, the one...
Dennis Noble's evolutionary journey.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's a game changer.
Total mind-blowing stuff.
Right.
Tell me more about this challenge to the traditional gene-centric view of evolution.
So, Noble argues that genes don't completely control everything.
Wow.
He presents this idea that it's not just about our genes dictating who we are,
Right.
but a constant interplay between our genes and our environment.
Interesting.
He even suggests that organisms have a kind of agency in their own evolution.
Look.
Yeah.
Really?
Which is a fascinating concept to grapple with.
It challenges everything we thought we knew about how life evolves.
It really does.
And then, just when I thought it couldn't get any wilder,
Okay.
there's a Michael Levin's work on bioelectricity and regeneration.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Are we talking about regrowing limbs without genes?
Right.
Because that's what it sounds like.
It's crazy.
And frankly, it's both terrifying and amazing.
It really is.
That's exactly what it is. Levin's research is pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible.
Amazing.
It's like something straight out of science fiction, but it's real, and it's happening now.
Right.
And Ambar's dad wants her to be aware of these groundbreaking advancements.
It's incredible.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And, amidst all of these mind-bending concepts,
Yeah.
he also includes a dose of down-to-earth wisdom,
Yeah, he does.
with podcasts on the meaning of life, navigating generational differences.
He brings it back.
He even throws in one about time travel to medieval Europe.
I love it.
Okay, that last one made me laugh.
It's fun.
It speaks to this sense of playfulness and wonder that he's encouraging in Ambar.
Right.
And I think that's a really important takeaway for all of us,
Absolutely.
no matter what age.
Doesn't matter how old you are.
And never lose that sense of curiosity and that desire to explore new ideas.
Exactly.
Well, as we wrap up this very special deep dive, it's clear that this father's birthday gift to his daughter is more than just a collection of podcasts.
It's true.
It's a roadmap for lifelong learning, a toolkit for navigating a complex world,
Absolutely.
and most importantly, a testament to the power of a parent's love
So true.
and the impact we can have on shaping young minds.
Absolutely. Beautifully said.
And to our listeners, we'd love to hear from you.
Yes.
If you could curate your own learning journey through podcasts,
Ooh.
what topics would top your list?
Yeah.
What knowledge would you share with the world?
That's a good one.
Let us know.
Let us know.
And until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep those thinking pumps primed.